We loading up the hearse, throw it in reverse. I come from the church of the Marvel Universe. Bodies getting stuffed in the bag.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Cryptcast. I'm Mike.
Heyo, I'm Brian.
And we are coming to you from inside the Comic Crypt in Eatontown, New Jersey. We're here to give you a little bit of comic book day that you might be missing. Apparently, Brian doesn't like that I say that. And it came to light that he does not agree with my energy level on this whole thing.
Not at all.
And but he doesn't want to do the intro, so that's what we're dealing with.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And today we also have John with us.
Hello, I'm John.
We came to give him a lot of bit of new comic book day.
What?
Not a little bit. Just a tip.
Today we've got John with us. He's our Saturday guy. He helps us out. So, John, who are you?
Yeah, I'm John. I'm here on Saturdays. I typically just, price books, put them away, fill the boxes, anything that's on the table for me to do.
Mm-hmm. He's a workhorse. Gets it done. Makes it so I don't have to do everything.
I guess.
Yeah.
No one can fill a box like John.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's more or less it. It's just I give him a pile of shit to take care of or a box, and he just prices it, puts it away.
Makes it go somewhere.
Yeah, I do it here instead of I do it at home. Mm-hmm. It's better.
Yeah.
I think he's just throwing a dumpster outside. I don't know where it's all going.
Hey, listen, some end up back there, and I get very upset when Mike puts them out there.
That's not how we treat books, Mike.
What are you talking about? Some books you just have to take out in the back and shoot. Just the way it is. Ever heard of Malibu? Yeah.
Ooh.
Right.
John's got a box of that at home.
No, I do not have Malibu.
No one has Malibu.
Just Jade Man.
Anyone who has Malibu is trying to get rid of Malibu.
Start talking about Jade Man already.
So, what do you do out in the real world?
Real world's very boring. I do 9 to 5 desk job.
Mm-hmm.
It's not exciting.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically office space.
Gross.
But, it lets me buy this stuff and live, I guess.
Do you live in a cubicle?
No, I live in a long table shared by multiple people.
Oh,
I'd rather have a cubicle.
Yeah.
The
Cubicle is
privacy
much
would be
better.
nice.
Yeah, give me a hole to hide in. Yeah.
Yeah, not no more.
How many people do you have to share the table with?
It's like 4.
Oh, that's fucking too many. Gross. No.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Do you guys get in each other's business and shit?
No. No one talks.
We're not friends.
Yeah. No one wants to be friends with anyone.
Does anybody know you do this?
Oh, absolutely. I would say 4 people. No one knows I'm coming home to 15,000 comics, and they're just yeah, that's that guy. Nah, yeah, maybe 4 people.
Is this something you actively hide, or you just let it out there?
I mean, it's been like this since the beginning. I don't give a shit if people I don't want to tell people about this because it's just whatever. This is what I do. I don't remember this stuff. I don't do anything with it just because it's for me. You know me. I don't have social media. I'm not posting pictures of my shit. It's just
Amen. I'm right there with you.
Yeah. No one needs to know what I have. You can post I have this, I don't know, 9.8 whatever all day, but I don't care.
I feel like it's apropos repellent. If you stop talking to me because you know that I do this, then you're not the people I want to talk to anyway.
Yeah, but you do action figure stuff and poses and stuff like that. But,
Sure.
Because that's cool.
Yeah, super.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm not. You know me. I'm not doing that. They if they leave the box, they come out the box. They go on the shelf, and I'm like, that's good. I'm okay with this. That's fine. No one needs to know I have boxes at my house filled with shit, garbage,
or empty ones.
Okay, don't talk about the empty boxes. Those are very cool. Those are cool. People want those now because that's the thing now. Is I gotta get this empty box.
John collects empty display boxes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's cool. You can't get them. Well, you can get them, but
I still want you to take a room in your house and set up an empty store.
Yeah, you should. Like I said,
counter, register, just empty boxes. All your empty boxes.
Just an apron with a little hat too and everything, like a malt shop, but empty boxes.
Hey, what do you sell here?
Yeah,
nothing. Everything you see here.
That's all for show. It's all for show. Well, when I say show, I mean for me. I go home, I look at it, and I go, "Oh, that's pretty nice," and then that's it.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. Hey, listen, it matters to me.
Boy, howdy! If these boxes were full, I'd be rich.
Well, yeah. Full is a different story, I guess.
So, outside of collecting empty boxes, do you have any hobbies outside of comics?
So I do other stuff, I collect, cards, toys, you guys all know that, but that kind of spawned from comics. I didn't start collecting that stuff until I was already collecting comics.
Sure. I think a lot of people roll that way.
Right. So, hobbies before comics was I guess, movie and like TV show based. But you know me, I like kung fu movies. I like the foreign movies. But a big stint I had in like maybe like the mid 2000s when Netflix still had the O rating of the stars.
Mm-hmm.
Anything,
good old days.
anything under a star and a half, I would watch. And some of them were really good. Some movies were very good.
I don't believe you.
No, yeah, some of them are still like my favorite movies.
Some of the best movies are bad movies.
Yeah, but some of the worst movies are bad movies.
Yeah, but
There was a garbage ass vampire movie called Razor Blade Smile that I used to love, but it was the worst. Terrible acting, softcore porn, garbage.
Okay, good. Mm-hmm.
so now you know Netflix moved away from that star rating, so you can't do this. So I gotta go to Tubi, and Tubi's got stuff, but it's not as fun. I like to get the star rating. I want to know, hey, this is 1.5, and I'm like, I'm there. I'm watching it. That's what I'm watching. Other than that, recently, you guys, I've been getting into like the models and painting the miniatures. I've been trying to do stuff rather than just, hey, I have this now. It's like, I should do something more creative.
Creative.
Yeah,
Make
I mean
something.
that shit takes time though, so you don't get it as much. It's very easy to walk into a store and go, give me 10 of those comics, and now it's like, oh, give me a model, and that's going to be fucking a week of my time.
That's where you get disgruntled because you don't have time to do things you want to do.
Yeah, I did like.
It's like, oh, the hobby evolved. Fuck, I don't have time to be creative.
Yeah, but like, yeah, I mean, I'm you know, and the flea market, obviously, it's my favorite pastime. I love finding garbage, but I mean, other than that,
Your favorite place is my least favorite place.
yeah, well, you're stuck there. You
Yeah,
have
that's
to
true.
go.
That's true. I have to work there.
You have to talk to people.
Yours is a punishment.
Yeah.
That's true.
Most of the people I talk to, I'm just like, well, you do $1. When they say no, I say, okay, bye. I don't gotta like live with them.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So, how did you start reading comics?
So probably like middle school, I think. I knew someone that I think his uncle or his. I think it was his uncle. He either owned a shop or just like had a bunch of issues, and he just gave them to me. I was like, okay, cool. Nothing like crazy. And I didn't read them. I had them. One thing about me, you guys know, I hate reading, but I do this because I like the story. So I had.
Doesn't make any fucking sense.
I like this. I
How
like
do you
this.
get the story without reading it?
Well, that's why. Yeah. I
Look
gotta
at it
force
real
myself. I chain
hard.
myself down. And I go, okay, read time.
It just sounds like you've been hoarding since the beginning. I have a box of comics I've never
No,
read.
so I got those, and then like I really fell out of it. I wasn't like into it, and then I started collecting them, just like working on runs. So maybe by the time like 2009 or 2008, I had like 3 main runs I was working on, and one of them was the I think like the 3rd volume of Green Arrow. It's like 75 issues, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna finish this and I'm gonna start reading it because I have a real bad habit of if it's like, let's say 100 issues for this story and I'm missing one, I will not start it.
Ooh, don't do that.
I'll read
Don't do that.
I'll read like maybe like 20 of the issues, and then I'll kind of just be like, okay, back burner, let's go to something else.
That's crazy talk.
Yeah, it's insane. I know. I have a problem.
So you haven't read any of your X-Men books yet?
I've read some of them, not all of them. I'm very far behind. They'll get listen again. This is for me. I either read all of it or I die. That's it.
He's still in like 1968. He's working his way up.
Yeah, right.
So I read that, and then once I read through that run, I was like, oh my god, like I love this. This is a great, good lore, good story, everything like that. So then I was right around the time where New 52 was coming out.
Gross.
So then I hopped on a New 52. So I was getting like New 52, and I think Turtles like just came out, restarted on the IDW run. Yeah, and then like since like I got a month worth of weeklies, like I was going like every week to pick the new books up, and like that was it. Like ever since, done. I was like going every week, working on runs.
Where did you start going to? Did you start coming to us first, or were you going somewhere else?
I was going to Plus first.
The old Plus first
yeah.
origin.
Plus first. I was going to Plus.
Who didn't?
That's what it's so common.
You guys
in this
were-
area.
you guys were
yeah.
too
Plus,
tucked
it's like
away.
the training
Right.
wheels.
Yeah, you guys were like tucked away in the beginning.
Yeah.
So I was going to Plus, and I think one week they just didn't have maybe like 2 or 3 books I needed or something. So I was like, okay, who's gonna have this book? I found you guys, so I came here, and I was like closer. You guys had the books I wanted, so I was like, great. I think, and then by the 3rd time, like the 3rd week straight, I came here. Brian was still working behind the counter, and he was just like, "You want a pull list?" And I was like, "I don't know what the hell that even is," because I was never offered that at Plus.
No, they didn't offer you.
They didn't talk to you.
have
They didn't want to
pull
know
teeth
you.
To get one.
Yeah. So ever since that, so like 2011, I was been coming here.
Okay. It's a long ass time.
Yeah. I mean, I know you guys. Huh? Mm-hmm. You a little less, but I know you also.
I'm sorry. Sorry, I wasn't working behind the counter yet.
Yeah, well, you know, it all changed.
Sundays.
Well, that
2012ish, I think.
that and like when you're on the other side of the counter, you're all antisocial.
What?
It takes introductions. Like there's a lot of like a lot of the people that gather on the other side of the counter, like back in the day, would come in to see me and not each other. So they would all like take their turns with me, and it's like you guys got to talk amongst your fucking selves. Like you're a community. Go
Sure.
Well, you guys are all here for the same shit.
But that happened. Like there was like eras of that.
Yeah.
You know, there was like time slots, and certain people went in, and would come in, and then there would be like groups of people. I remember like the group of people I had when I was coming in at first, and that kind of shifted over time. Like we never overlapped because I was late. I was late Wednesdays.
Yeah. So when I started coming, it was because I was still working overnight, so I was coming Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
But I'd be staying until like 2 or 3
I usually wouldn't get into like 5 hours.
Yeah, and there would be like a decent amount of group of people like as soon as you opened.
My favorite thing is like when you would come in later.
Oh, thanks, Brian.
4 or 5.
Your favorite thing was when I came in?
Yeah. That group of people, because you would come in when the Fort guys got out, and you'd have like John and Brian Wolverding.
Yeah,
Wolverding. Guys.
Mike Stewart.
Mike Stewart, right?
Yeah, Mike Stewart around there.
But like you guys, if somebody came in and had to go to the counter, like you guys would like break off and form this circle. It was like this impenetrable circle. It was like watching gladiators fight. It's like we're having this conversation and we don't want to talk
if he didn't like you or know you, we had to protect ourselves. Yeah.
And, you know, people would look and be like, "Oh, what's that circle over there? Don't go to that circle over there. It's dangerous. Don't stay over here. Talk to me."
Yeah, there was a good. Charlotte was in that group for a little bit. Like there was a bunch of people.
I don't know any of them.
It's okay. Different time slot, like I said. Do you have a favorite writer?
Okay, so
and artist.
Artist, yeah. So I was thinking about this one pretty hard actually.
Because you love Stan Lee.
Okay, relax, calm down. So I was thinking about this, and I was going through like a lot of the people. I guess more maybe like current people, because and more like indie, I guess, wise. And I think I came to the conclusion that I don't. And I think that's because a lot of them aren't great. So like we were just saying before this, like Invincible, like for me is probably like a top 10 book. Easy. Great book. When you look at Kirkman, and I had to write this down because I was going to forget all of this. You have Walking Dead, Outcast, Oblivion Song, Firepower. Wrote all of those, all dog shit. Don't like any of them.
I would disagree. Walking Dead, I think, is very good.
Made it halfway through, and I was like, no, thank you, I'm good.
Well, you read the rest of it if you made it halfway through. It was the same thing over and over again.
Oh, okay, yeah. So like, it's not the worst, but I was just like, this isn't great. And I mean, Firepower should have been amazing.
Firepower started great. It had like the
very
right
bad
vibes.
pacing towards the end.
The pacing was bad the whole time. It just got worse.
So it's like right there. It's like you can't put Kirkman as like one of my top guys because it's like it outweighs everything. So then I went to who's next on, and I was thinking of recently because he's been popping up a lot is Daniel Warren Johnson. He's all over the place.
Sure.
Red Extremity, loved it. New Powerbomb, great. Moon is following us right now, amazing. You couldn't pay me to read Transformers though, and he's
very good.
I don't care.
I don't care about Transformers either. It's very good.
Won't read it.
That's fair.
I don't do robots. I don't do transforming robots.
Oh, you don't like robots?
No, I don't.
Why?
I never got into them. They're
sentient robots. They're an alien.
Yeah, they're
race.
just people. They're just blocky.
I don't like them. I never got into robots. Don't get them. Don't know the appeal. So off the list.
Right.
And I mean, even can you look at like Wes Craig? Wes Craig doing Kaya. His artwork amazing for it. You got fantasy, wizard people and lizards and shit. Great. And what do you do?
Lizards and shit. I'm there.
Yeah, he does a really good lizard man. And then you look before that, Deadly Class, which is not bad. It's just people though. It's just like, no, okay, whatever.
You got some weird like, bro. I'm with you that like I don't necessarily have an artist. I have like a who do I like right now, because I think Kirkman's a really good example where it's like you have these shining stars of like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Yeah.
But it doesn't carry through all the time. Or, I mean, you can't expect anyone to hit 100% every time.
Right, and you can, right. And I feel like if it's something that's my favorite, I want to wake up every morning being like, this is it. So nothing is on Diet Coke level.
That's crazy.
Diet Coke is by itself.
That is crazy talk. My favorite is X-Men, and it is so often not the best thing.
But that's a book,
that's
though.
a property. We're talking
I'm talking about strictly
creators,
people.
a writer and artist. Does he have a favorite?
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, to expect that caliber out of a certain property or writer is not
No, but like,
It's not like consistency's not easy to pull off.
No,
No,
it's
it's
never going to be all consistent, but that's why it's like I'll name you people I like, but there's no way they're going to be my favorite.
Right,
Like Ed Bryson right now. Ed Bryson puts anything out, I'll buy it. No, 100%. I'm always buying it, but they're not amazing. I just like Ed Bryson.
it's fair. I think, like I said, I think I fall in the same boat where it's like, who do I feel is there now? I will give you respect, and I'll give you like, hey, you've done good in the past. I'll read you again. But yeah, I don't think I have a favorite. There's like a stable of like, oh, you guys, awesome.
Yeah.
And that's for writers and artists.
Yeah, I'm more
like,
happy
no one
with
takes
that.
the cake and goes like him and only him. You know.
Yeah, I'm more happy with taking like 10 people and being like, okay, if these guys put something out, I'll buy it, no problem. I mean, I still fall into it where Kirkman puts something out, and I'm just like, I guess I'll get it, and I'm always disappointed.
Sure.
Always.
Yeah, I'll try it if it's interesting. I will not try it based on creators. Although I am excited about Matt Fraction coming back to Batman.
I'll try. It has to sound interesting. You get extra points if it's a creator I like. You know, I won't buy it just because a creator I like is doing it.
Jeff Lemire. 50-50.
Sure, lots of guys like that.
Half good, half not. You know, like I'm reading what Minor Arcana is him. Right? I like it. I just read that Batman and Robin Jason Todd thing.
Yep.
Hated it.
On the other end of that, do you have a favorite character or like comic property?
So, also thinking
Spider-Man.
about it. No, don't say
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Don't say Spider-Man.
Stanley, Spider-Man.
I love Star Wars.
Ooh, Star Wars. Yes. Space. That's my favorite. I guess I usually default to Flash because I do like Flash, but I don't know if he's like my favorite really. I like him.
Which Flash?
I guess Wally. Wally's like.
Kick your ass out if you say Barry. You can
But,
say
like-
Bard over Barry.
But like I have like other like characters I like. Like I like Mason Savoy. He's from Chew. And every time he pops up, I always enjoy him. Like I have like 5 original pages with him on it because I like him so much. Then you got like Goose. Goose shows up, and I'm like, I'm happy. This is great. I love
Goose
it.
never shows up. Goose from Saga,
The
everyone.
little seal guy.
Yeah.
Seal guy.
Seal
Seal,
guy,
he's
yeah.
got a big axe. When he shows up with that, I'm all for it.
I thought you were talking about Captain Marvel's cat.
But what's that name? I'm not reading Captain Marvel. Yeah, you're
Goose.
mine. Oh, is it also? No, I'm not reading that.
Actually, it's Chewie in the comics. They changed it to Goose.
No,
Yeah.
interesting.
It's annoying that they changed it.
But I guess like maybe adjacent from comics, not directly related. I mean, if I had a name, it's got to be Finster. I love Finster.
I meant comics, but that's fun.
I love Finster. There's something about him that I know no one's like would ever choose him as like their favorite character, but goddamn, I love Finster. Finster's from Power Rangers. If you didn't know, I know you didn't know. I know you did not know that.
Is he the fish guy?
No, he's like the white elf dude with the big ears. He makes the monsters. That's why I like him so much.
Oh,
He's a
Because-
sculptor.
Yes, without him, it's nothing. I go back to the was that like
Do the
two?
monsters start out as putty people? Does he take putty people and mold them?
No, he just makes them in like in the
that's
clay.
a waste of putty people.
You don't want putty people all the time. No, they're weak.
They go around unfulfilled, never becoming. They're just putty. They don't become anything. That's terrible.
They're like minions. They're like, hey, get out there. Because I compare him to, I don't know, what was it, like 2006? They did the remake of War of the Worlds. Or maybe it was with like Tom Cruise.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And I always say the savior in that movie are the birds. Because if I remember correctly, the birds land on the spaceship and they couldn't attack the spaceship or shoot the spaceship down because it had the force field. And when he saw the birds land on the spaceship, he was like, force field's down, let's take them down. So in that movie, when I saw it, I was like, birds, favorite character. So that's why.
What the fuck are you talking about?
That's why I like
did
Finster. That's why I like Finster because he's not there, but without him, it's nothing. He makes most of the monsters.
Okay.
So without him, what are they doing? They're fucking off doing nothing.
I guess. Yeah,
Right,
Lord
Rita doesn't
said,
get
or
down
Rita
there.
can go,
No,
like,
she doesn't
shoot
do-
some stuff.
Sitting around pulling their putty people.
Yeah, they're pulling put all right.
The next question would have been like, why them? And what initially drew you to them, but like,
I just told you.
yep.
Birds.
Finster's cool. Well, okay, well, yeah, birds. Essentially, yeah.
Are your favorite character in the Birds? The Birds?
No, I don't like that movie actually. I tried that
I don't
movie.
know many
Didn't like
people
it.
that do like the movie.
I didn't
actually.
like it too much.
Never
I'm
seen
like-
it.
Yeah,
On the fence about it.
Never seen it.
that surprises me. I thought you'd be like.
I haven't watched a lot of Hitchcock. I've watched some, just not a lot. Yeah. What's the best thing you're currently reading?
Okay, currently reading. Gotta say, Bug Wars.
Yeah.
Bug Wars is
sure.
amazing. So good. Just before Moon is Following Us. The other, I know that just ended.
That just ended, yeah.
but also really good.
Very good. I wish it went
Um,
longer.
Yeah, maybe we'll get a Beneath the Trees type of treatment, and we'll get some. No, it's just like fully.
I think it's done.
Okay, yeah, I'm an issue behind.
Read
so,
the last issue. It's pretty final.
Oh, okay. Well, you know.
I mean, there's room for a sequel, I guess.
No. You know, let Johnson go do his own thing. Then let him do something else, right? Because it's Daniel Warren Johnson working on that.
Yes.
Yeah. Let him do something else. I'm fine with that.
I mean, that was clearly a little passion project for him.
Listen, make him do something else. I'm fine with that. And then I mean, TMNT's been pretty good. I don't got no complaints with TMNT.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
And I was just saying before, Kai, I know that's not like in everyone's wheelhouse of like genre, but man, you throw a lizard man in a book, I'm reading it, and I'm so there.
That all it takes.
That's all it takes.
Some birds and a lizard guy.
Fantasy lizard guy. The two main characters are just like whatever. They're just people. They're deadly class characters. Who cares? But like all those little lizard guys with their little sticks. Oh, so good. I love it. So good.
Do you have a favorite story in general? Like, if you had to pick like your top whatever story.
Yeah. So I mean, it's got to be Chew. Chew is like my favorite. I actually
Over Invincible.
Yeah. So it's weird. So I got I found out about Chew because there used to be an old customer here that I used to hang out with a lot, and he gave me 3 trades, and it was Preacher, Chew, and I want to say Scalped maybe.
Okay.
And he was just like,
those are very different books.
he was like, Preacher, you're gonna love Preacher. Read Preacher first, you're gonna love it. Chew, leave it for the end. Maybe you might not like it so much. I read like a few pages of Preacher. I was like, no, thank you. I'm good on this. Full pass. Done. Read Chew. Easy. So good. It's just goofy. There's no like, you know.
I only read the first trade of Chew. Like, I get it. It was all right. It didn't click with me though.
I wrote some backups if you like some backups that I also like.
No, you can like whatever you want. I'm just giving you my opinion on the thing because I have some experience with it, and it just didn't click with me. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, I won't give you my backups now.
I can see it just says it's like different, whereas like,
fun, yeah.
like Invincible is a traditional-ish superhero story.
I mean, listen, top 10.
What got you?
Yeah.
What was the thing that clicked for Chew for you? Like, is it a cannibalism?
I don't know. It goes back to the same thing with the artist, right? Like, Gullery's been on like other stuff. He did Mosley, didn't like Mosley. Mm-hmm. He's doing Farmhand right now, and I think Farmhand is okay. But the art on Chew, I think it fits it perfectly.
Tone-wise, yeah.
That's what it is. And then you look at Layman. Layman's done nothing good after Chew. Everything after Chew has been so bad. It's like I read an issue and I'm just like, next. Don't want this anymore. I don't know what. Maybe the Chogs. The Chogs are very funny. They get me.
You just like little things.
Yeah, like a goose. Goose is a little thing.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, no. Yeah, he's little. He's not too big.
Yeah, he's small.
Yeah. I think that maybe the Chogs, the eating, I guess, the eating. Well, they eat stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it.
You know, they eat it and they're like, "Whoa, how did this happen?"
You just
like
want books about eating?
I mean, I'm not going to say no. If you make it good enough. Well, no, I didn't buy that recent book about eating, so maybe not. That what was that, Flavors or something?
Yeah.
I didn't buy that.
Well, it's like about like a genie or some shit, right? Or a gin.
I mean, if you make like a food hacking book, I'll buy that. 100% I'll buy that.
This explains your fixation with Cobra and eating things.
Oh, that's right. I just said food hacking. Yeah. That's a trademark Cobra word. Every time you say it, you owe him a nickel.
Food hacking?
Yeah, you owe him one.
Oh boy.
But I mean, there's other stories. Like I said, Invincible top 10 easy. But there's other stories. Like, I mean, when I first came here, you always telling new people, Little Depressed Boy and Joe the Barbarian.
Yeah.
Can't recommend enough. I think that is 2 books that really got me more into the indie side. Because I read them. Because I was only doing like New 52 stuff and like some stuff here and there. And once I read those, I was like, oh shit, I'm like, there's so much weird stuff out there. And I like weird books. I'm like, great. And then I know you say you recommend all the time Kill or Be Killed. Amazing. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm not going to say no on that.
Yeah, I miss Little Depressed Boy.
I love...
Just got to reread it. You just reread it once a year like it's a new book.
It's the best book about nothing you'll ever read.
I love the superhero genre, and I'll say like one of the best things about owning this shop is that it got me away from just being pigeonholed into superheroes.
Reading everything.
I didn't, because you ball on a budget when you can, when you do things like X-Men, it's just like, wow, I'm getting 9 titles, I don't have money for anything else. So once I, had the keys to the kingdom, that's where I got to explore some shit, and it was just like, oh man, sometimes, the indies are the best the industry has to offer. you know, like a little depressed boy, I will lament about that book coming back.
So,
you know, Joe the Barbarian, I will recommend forever.
so good.
You know, and I don't even like Grant Morrison that much. You know, not like on a regular basis. Grant Morrison's one of those weird guys. He wrote X-Men, I hated it. He wrote Batman, I hated it. Like, don't fuck with my favorite things. But he writes other shit, his own creator-own stuff. I love it. I love Joe the Barbarian. You know, right now, Bug Wars, and we're taking them all down with us. It's my 2 favorite books I'm reading right now. I'm not terribly thrilled with Marvel or DC.
It's fair. It's not like amazing, yeah. But I will say, because I said Kaya. If I don't know how many listeners you have here, you can cut that out. If anyone's reading Kaya, Birthright, or actually Bug Wars. If you're reading Bug Wars, read Birthright. And I know I always tell you to read Birthright.
Yep, you've been
like
telling me a long time to read Birthright.
I haven't read Birthright. But
Birthright
I love Bug Wars.
it's essentially like Bug Wars. Like the kid
But
gets
without bugs?
No, well, take the bugs out. The bugs are gone.
Okay.
The kid gets like
That spider chick's hot.
well, we were talking last week about the pixies. Were they, pixies or the fairies?
They're butterflies.
Butterflies. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry.
Basically just pixies.
Oh well, don't correct me then. Yeah, but Birthright, it's like the same thing. Like the kid gets lost in the forest, and then he's like in this like fantasy world, but he like aged like 30 years, and he's like this big Conan looking dude now, and he's like the guy that's supposed to like save them and all this shit like that. So it's very fantasy-esque, but it's like Bug Wars. That book I can't recommend enough. It's so good.
I have a question that's not on Mike's list.
I don't have the answer. Then I didn't write it down.
No, you did. You did. Do you have a favorite moment in the shop since you've been coming here?
That's a good one.
Oh, I mean, I talk about this all the time. Prior customer Brian, when it was this in the old shop, so you had the bathroom on the floor, and he was in the bathroom, and he got his weeklies, and he put them down on the back issues outside of the bathroom. And he went into the bathroom. 5 minutes later, not even, he comes out, and some like not even like a kid, like
No, it's like a young man.
yeah, and a big guy too, like
Yeah.
pretty big sized guy. He's like flipping through his weeklies. He came out and he freaked the fuck out on him.
Yeah, Brian Carroll was an older gentleman that was with us for a long time. Very close to him. Love the guy. Unfortunately, he passed away on Free Comic Book Day like 2 years ago now. And just, man, don't touch his books. And he left his pile of books out on top of the back issues. Went into the bathroom and came out and find some guy going through his pile, and he snapped.
That
Look, that's just general like comic book store etiquette. Like if you see a pile of books somewhere, that doesn't mean you get to go through it.
Yeah.
I had to stop people from doing that all the time on the counter. Like someone will leave their stack of books on the counter to go grab something off the wall. Someone else will walk up and start flipping through. I was like, "That's not yours. Don't touch that."
Especially it's not bagged and board. It's not back
Right.
issues.
It's like, just don't touch piles of loose books.
Craig will snap if he touches books.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It's like etiquette. Don't go through other people's shit.
So I have, I set you up because I have a favorite moment of
great.
you coming to the store.
Oh, great.
Do you remember the Wednesday morning you made me put my hand through a glass cabinet?
Listen, you shouldn't have been slamming. That's not my fault. I don't remember what it would have.
Oh, you don't remember what
no,
it had?
no.
You don't remember why you made me put my hand through a glass
No, it's got to
countertop?
be about Stan then.
Yes, you wished death on Stan Lee on the sanctity of a Wednesday morning.
All
John-
jokes and fun.
John has a history of shit stirring. On Wednesday mornings would come in and tell me that Spider-Man is the worst comic book character ever created and that Stan Lee was overrated. And one particular morning he went, "Oh, is he dead yet?" And I said, "We do not wish death on Stan on Wednesday mornings." And I was slamming my hand on the countertop and wearing my wedding band, and I just smashed the glass countertop. It was hysterical. If it wasn't so fucking funny, I would have been so mad.
But yeah, either that or when I first started coming on Saturdays, I guess a little bit in because I changed jobs and then I was coming in Saturday and that's when Mike was working.
Yep, that's when we
And
started.
It was a little bit
hanging
more, it was a little bit more like downtime then. So we'd come in, we either get lunch or sometimes show up, we play like Magic and stuff.
Yeah, a
Obviously
couple times we got to hang out.
no
play
crazy
cards.
try hard stuff, but it was always fun to just kind of chill on a Saturday.
Yeah, casual Magic, not trying to fucking kill each other.
Yeah.
No flipping tables.
Right.
That's dead air.
Yeah, it's lots of dead air. It happens.
Is that the last question? I have questions for you, though.
Always happens on a good tear. Always happens on a good tear. It's like, oh, Gonzalo,
Peter's out.
Okay, I got questions for you. I got 3 questions, and we can.
I don't think anybody.
No, it's got to take initiative.
Yeah. Well, this is like I can always ask you guys randomly, but it's good to like have you here. So I can you guys can answer it, and then if you want to hear mine, I have answers too. So the first one is, do you guys have like a most sentimental item? So like if you guys were going to get rid of your whole collection, get rid of it, is there one item or like maybe 2 items, 3 that you guys would keep just for the like reason that you guys have?
Like all of the shit I collect? Across the board?
Yeah,
like I'm just like just blank slating my whole everything?
Yeah.
I collect a lot of shit.
You can choose a few. You don't have to choose just one. It's always interesting because people collect so many different things.
Yeah. See, I don't know, because it's like, I don't think I would have a problem getting rid of anything. Like when it came down to it.
Nothing clicks to it?
Yeah, it's just like, I can just let it go. Like this is this is just all filling like a hole in my soul for some reason. I just feel the need to pile shit into, but I don't think I have anything for sentimental reasons. Like I don't have anything that I have that like from when I was a kid, because all that shit got lost in moves or whatever. Like I didn't rebuy any of that shit for that reason. I just kind of do it because I like it.
Well, you buy Street Sharks. Did you not have those as a kid?
I had Street Sharks and Extreme Dinosaurs as a kid, but that's why I'm rebuying them, is because I had them. Could I get rid of them, or could I not collect the whole thing? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think I would need to have getting rid of it. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I would have trouble getting rid of anything if it came down to it. So no, I don't think I would. You know what? Like one of my hobbies is making shit, and I collect the shit I make. Probably like.
So stuff you make. I mean, that's more
and that's more like I made that, so I have a personal connection to it. I make like little Star Wars droids, and I make like D&D like minis and larger things, just like kit bash stuff. So probably that stuff.
Okay.
Like anything I bought, I don't think I would have trouble getting rid of.
Yeah.
And so materialistic, I think I'd have problems with you getting rid of stuff that you made. Some of the stuff that you've made for D&D has been epic.
Oh, you're gonna get rid of stuff? He's gonna have like a big like storage unit. You're like, hey, check out what I kept, and it's like a storage unit just filled with your shit.
I'm gonna show up at his yard sale, and then he's gonna come to work, and it's all gonna be in here. Me, goddamn, like I am such a materialistic, nostalgic junkie. Like I would have trouble paring it down. Like I would be like, how about one action figure and one comic book and what, like, like as a default, I would be like, I keep my X-Men #1, right? But like, probably not. I'd probably want to keep a book that I read and had more sentimental value. Like it might be Jim Lee's X-Men #1 from the '90s, because that's like where I really started collecting. Mm-hmm. But like, it's not a really great pivotal issue or anything. It's a starting point. Like I could argue for issue 30 because it's Scott and Jean's wedding. Like that would probably be like my most sentimental comic. I really like wedding issues.
Okay, yeah.
So that would probably be like the most important. Like toy wise, I would probably want to keep like my G1 Soundwave.
Okay.
Like I would fight with a lot of that stuff. Comic wise, I think I would. X-Men 30, toy-wise, Soundwave. If I couldn't keep Soundwave and his cassettes, then I would probably keep Ravage.
I'm assuming that's another Transformer, yeah?
Yeah, it's the Panther, the cassette that comes out of his chest.
He turns into a panther?
Yeah, he's a jaguar.
No, he's a cassette player, and he has cassette tapes
that
pop out of him.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
and turn into other things.
Oh, I always thought there was just one cassette tape.
No, there's a bunch.
No, there's a lot. Oh. Yeah, there's 2 birds, Buzzsaw and Laserbeak. There's 2 little guys, Rumble and Frenzy. And there's Ravage. That's like G1, like first wave 5. But then there's more after that. Rat Bat and all kinds of other shit.
I didn't know. I was just there was just one.
Well, what about you?
So yeah, I can wake up tomorrow. I'll get rid of everything because none of it's like sentimental. Like it's just like whatever. But I have 2 things that I've had since childhood that I think I wouldn't be able to get rid of. Which was one is one of the turtles. I don't think it's like specific to which one. He's like flying down on like a parachute, but it's all paper mache. Mm-hmm. And like I've had that since like I was like 5. Like I've had that for so long. It's always been in like one of my rooms or something. So something like that. And I recently found it, like maybe within the last like 2 years, just like in a random tub.
No initial on the belt to tell which one it is?
No.
So it's just generic red bandana?
Generic. Yeah. It was just, I think my parents found, think they found some dude like in the newspaper being like, "Hey, I'm making these. Come buy it."
Oh.
And they like bought it.
Okay.
So there's that, and then I'm a little bit younger than you guys, so like I was part of like the Pokemon craze and stuff.
Hello. I was too.
Oh, okay.
Relax.
All right, I didn't know 40-year-olds were
old.
part of that.
I'm not 40 yet.
Not 40 yet. So like, I had my parents eventually like when I wasn't like collecting a lot of stuff, they moved everything into my dad's old work van, which eventually got towed away by my uncle and got crushed. That got like scrapped.
Glad your stuff didn't come out of it.
No, because I wasn't really like around that time when I was like 10, I wasn't like really into a lot of that stuff anymore. So it just all got crushed. But for whatever reason, the Pokemon stuff I decided like to save. I don't know why. I mean, we put it in the attic, but I could get rid of that. It's just I have photos from the Christmas morning that my parents bought it for me, and I'm not even in it. It's just all this stuff in front of the tree, and I just have like multiple photos like of it. And for whatever reason, I'm more connected to that than the actual figures like themselves and like the toys and everything like that, because it's just. No, I don't know.
I have a weird. So I have a similar picture, but it's a little off. It's after the decimation of Christmas morning.
I probably have those too. I just
Wrapping
don't.
paper carnage.
No. Like the wrapping paper was cleaned up and everything. Like it almost seemed like a picture that my parents took to like see what a good job they did after the fact. You know, it was like
In case, asshole, you don't remember. Like, we got you all this cool
because like
shit.
everything was tucked back under the tree, like nicely and organized, but unwrapped. Like
Right.
clearly, like things had been open and fun had been had, but it was like it's like interesting. I'm fairly certain, like I didn't do that. Like I would
No,
put everything
no,
back
no.
and everything would
But no,
still be
that was
strewn
definitely
about the
a-
living room.
You
that was
weren't more
that-
interested in the wrapping paper?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I play with. I roll around in that.
That was definitely a parental ploy to go like, hey, remember, you had all this cool shit that one.
And it was a year where I got a fuck ton of G.I. Joe stuff, so I actually have that up on my G.I. Joe
Oh, that's cool.
mantle.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I did that too. So I have like the pictures like in a frame, and for whatever reason, I think my dad recently found the title to the van that they crushed. And I was like, let me get that. So I got that like in my room with like my shit too and everything. And that was like,
Tear stains on it.
they will.
Cried over it.
If they ever come in and you just say yellow van to them, forget about it. Don't fucking be like, oh, here we go again. I bring that up like once a week. Probably.
I know what to get you for Christmas this year. A crushed yellow van.
So my next question is, do you guys collect anything that no one knows that you collect or like would think that you collect? That's like out of like your realm. So like I'll give you an example for like me, right? I mean, you know like how weird I am. I collect Neopets. Mm-hmm. No one's ever gonna come up to me and be like, "Do you collect that?" I'm like, "No."
Huh.
Should have sent you these questions before. These are like thinkers.
Yeah. I collect anything weird that no one knows about.
Or would think you have.
Again, I don't think I'm pretty shallow. There's like no depth to me as a person.
I mean, I could have
like
just said comics because no one knows I even collect these things.
Like I collect weird shit. Like you both know I get like like weird, like Japanese vinyl gassha and just vinyl toys.
yeah,
in
rabbit
general.
with the carrot up his ass. Yeah.
Whoa. Well, that rabbit has severe allergy issues. His eyes are super swollen, and he's looking for his little carrot.
God, he got after
but,
it was
like,
up his ass.
But it's not secret. Like I tell people about that stuff. Like I do comics. I collect current D&D shit, old D&D shit, figures of all kinds. Yeah, there's nothing.
I guess that's why mine's so weird because like when people ask me, I just go no. They're like, oh, what do you do? I'm like, okay. Like you don't need to know. You don't need to know.
Art supply. I'm trying to think of something weird. Like art supplies to make shit.
Yeah, from
I got-
talking to
I
me,
got
that
one.
sounds like one of the weirdest
I got-
things is like greebles and buckets of parts.
Yeah, I just call it garbage. I actually have one. I have a small collection of human teeth.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
right. Yeah. See, no one's gonna come in here
That's
and be like,
that's the serial killer shit.
do you guys buy comics, toys, and teeth? And you're like, well, the last one we do actually. That's for me.
In his defense of collecting garbage, Mike gifted me. He made me a droid out of garbage, like pen caps and bottle caps and weird wires, and it's fucking dope. It's one of my favorite things.
That didn't hit Instagram.
It did.
It did. Yeah, it did. Absolutely, it did.
Okay,
Yeah,
so these are not people that buy-
so it is. It's a spray paint robot. It's a graffiti robot. So I, in my cantina scene, my Star Wars cantina scene, I fabricated a exterior wall, like actually used cardboard and spackle
okay.
and shit, and made a wall so I could do a graffiti piece, so it could be in front of the graffiti piece. Doing
Gotcha.
it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
So that's like it's
So
like
his
kind of like
art
the can
made me
bots.
make art.
Hooray!
What was that?
His art made me make art.
Maybe you okay?
Like inspired.
So it's like the can bots then, yeah.
No, it's
He
like
doesn't have a little topper.
No.
No? Oh,
It's
okay.
like a weird little ball with 3 legs. It's got a big arm that comes out.
Yeah, big actuating arm.
Okay.
Like
I
it's
see.
completely moves. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I guess the last question is: do you guys wish you never got into this hobby?
Yes.
I don't get the answer if I had anything weird.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was weird. I thought that was your thing that no one knows about. Okay, no, continue then.
No, I posted. You asked me if I posted on Instagram. That's all. There's nothing. I don't collect anything nobody knows about, but I do have like.
That's because you got that Instagram.
Yeah.
People follow me on Instagram. They be seeing fucking all the weird shit that I buy.
I have a weird, large art collection. Like and to the second part of your question, yes, I wish I never got back into comics.
Well, that's a different question. You can answer your other question first.
The shop is a love, but it's also my own personal hell. And collecting comics, you hit a point. You know, and I got the full X-Men run that I always dreamt about.
What's next? Yeah, that's right.
And then there's a what's next. There's a what's next and a what's next. And while there are things that like I can still say I'm working on comic wise, to complete them is not necessarily a reality.
Yeah.
Like I'm 42 issues away from a Batman run. I'm not chasing that for real. I'm not even putting any work into that. If I find them,
but it's there.
But it's there.
Yeah.
But then I jumped to collecting art pages.
Right.
And I did a lot of that, and I don't want to do that anymore. So like commissioning things from artists, and then just buying like real pieces of art,
Yeah.
And I have more real pieces of art right at this point than I do have wall space. And it's just like, oh, that's a $2,000 painting that's just sitting in my closet. Fucking Jesus. Like, it's like, I should have known that. I really should have known that. It shouldn't be here. So like when at the point, when you have stuff like that, like, and weird stuff, wherever, art goes, it's like, how rare is it? And how like, exclusive is it? I have a large collection of rare, like custom t-shirts.
Okay.
Like I follow underground screen printer artists, and it's they'll put something up where it's like limited amount. Like I'm making whoever signs up for it, that's how many I'm making, and it's done. So like I have T-shirts that are like of 100 of
whatever. It's Craftsman all over again because you couldn't check on Instagram for us.
Fucking
bastard.
I screwed the pooch on that one.
God damn it.
What happened?
There's a guy we both follow. He's a YouTuber called Craftsman, and he makes everything himself. But he's also like not the grandfather, but like a big part of like the YouTube like crafting space. And he puts stuff out very infrequently. And he just had a drop where he figured out how to do sofubi at home.
Oh wow!
And we both knew it was coming, but we missed it.
So it got dropped 12 on a Saturday, and I was in the car looking at 11:58, and I was just like, oh, it must not come out today. And I came in, and it was like maybe 1 or 2 o'clock, and I was like, Mike, you got the Instagram, you got to follow him. And he was just like, let me looks 12 o'clock. I was like, fucking bastard.
Yeah, it's just because I don't use social media, or I use it infrequently, where like I have Instagram account, but I just kind of like I post shit I made on there, and it kind of slowed down, so I stopped using it. I stopped going on. Because I'm not on, I didn't see the drop time, and we missed the cool sofubi stuff he put out. So,
very cool stuff.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword because you want things that are exclusive and nice and rare, and then it's like, oh, but I want it to be more accessible, and then it wouldn't be nice and rare.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, like half the stuff, it's like you're not getting it because it's like, there's half people getting it because it's rare. It's 1 out of 50 or 1 out of 100, whatever it is. I just like the guy's stuff, right? It's just
he has a really cool aesthetic overall.
You got something from him before?
But yeah, I have I have 2 things. I have a little astronaut guy. He's just like a little fellow with like faces you could swap out, and I have a big. It's basically like it's a pretty large robot guy. He's a big box and he's got like noodle arms. It's good.
Yeah. I want to say you like showed me something you got from him. I'm not sure.
I probably have.
Yeah.
He's just great. It's just if you haven't seen, if you like watching people make stuff, go check out Craftsman because he doesn't just make toys and stuff. He does all kinds of everything. The first time I watched Craftsman, I was trying to figure out how to do cheap, easy at home like transfer, like image transfer, and that's why I found him in the first place. He was like taking stuff off like printer paper and making a transfer from printer paper onto a block of wood. That's how I found him, and he's just so like chill and.
There's no T in Craftsman, just
Craftsman.
Yeah, no T.
Yeah, go check out Craftsman if you if you like making stuff or watching other people make stuff. Absolutely.
But I think that's my thing with like the whole like rare thing. It's like I don't like. I know there's plenty of people that buy this for like the resale value of it, or like it's like going to grow over time. You told me tomorrow this shit's like down to $1. I'm like, hey, let's get it. Let's go.
Yeah.
I miss hospice. Hospice was amazing.
Oh.
Can never have that again because if you had that, it'd be death. Someone would die.
Throw
yeah,
elbows,
yeah, 100%. People would be fighting.
I think one of the last ones I went to, like people were already like getting like kind of crazy. I don't think it was the first year. The second year I went there, I was looking at whatever thing. It wasn't even like a crazy run. It might have just been Flash. And some guy pushed his daughter in front of me to like get to the box because we were like gonna meet. And I was like, no, and I pushed her out the way. I was like, not happening, guys. She must have been like 8. I was like, get the
like,
fuck
are you looking at this box, little girl? No, thank you. I'm here. Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, so you kind of answered like never. You would like to get out of the hobby if you didn't have the chance to get into it. How do you?
No, yeah, I know 100%. No, it's awful.
Yeah, I think I'm like my feeling with that is like if I wanted to pick up tomorrow, let's just say go to like the Arkansas, right? Like it's like there's so much shit like you can't like. So for me, it's like I have about 18,000 comics, 3 display cases. I got display cases from Barnes and Noble. So what the fuck am I going to do with it? I'm not bringing this with me. It's
no, look, it's stuff that
Just
we
set it
gravitate.
all on fire.
I mean, hey, listen, I'll
It's
push
stuff
it into
that
the
we
pond.
gravitate
It goes right in the
toward.
pond.
Right to the point.
Like I said, I have a hole somewhere in my being ready to fill it with garbage. But I think that we all have that, like as collectors, to be like, I have the compulsion to amass stuff for whatever reason. It feels good to have a full run or whatever toys, right? Like for whatever reason we have to do it, but it creates this layer of like complexity on your life where it's like, now I have all this shit. I have to organize this shit. I have to find somewhere to put this shit. If I move, what do I do with this shit? Yeah, it's just
I blame my mother.
it makes your life harder. It gives you that little dopamine hit, but it makes your life harder and it's
Well, that's why
more
I've been turning to Cobra now because Cobra fills that hole for me. He's good to go. I don't think I've bought anything in a while. Well, I bought a few things, but nothing crazy.
I have been slowing down. Like, there's not many toys I want right now, other than like following like independent like guys like Craftsman and some other stuff, right? Back issue wise, like I just need some old Silver Age shit at this point, and it's just kind of waiting for it to kind of fall in my lap.
I'll show you the bat after this. I never showed you the bat.
It's not.
Buying stuff has hampered space for all of us.
Mm-hmm.
And in the hampering of space, it has impeded my ability to do more crafty things and
Right.
creative things that I'd rather do.
Mm-hmm.
So that's part of it. Part of it is I can't pursue, things I would like to build or paint or draw or whatever, just room to work and breathe, and you feel like claustrophobic
Yeah.
after a while.
Right.
So I think that's why I've been like the last year or two been like purging slowly. Is that like I kind of want a little foothold of my life back.
100%, yeah. But look, there was a point in my life where box count was just like, yeah, I have this many.
Yeah.
And now it just feels like, oh god, I have this many boxes.
Yeah, I was up to like 70 boxes and I'm down to 55.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So that's a decent amount of issues.
I have probably about 80, but I've pulled out 10 long boxes worth of shit to get rid of. I'm sorting through to get rid of it currently.
So I think now you go off of not how many boxes you have. It's you just compare yourself to people that go, oh, I have long boxes. You're like, oh, cool, draw boxes. And they go, no, top loaders. I say, oh, never mind. Get out of my face. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
But like I'd rather be looking at a room with like interesting shit to look at, like toys or whatever art, anything, other than just a room full of fucking white boxes. You know what I mean? Just walk
You
in
can
and go.
tape a toy to them. They don't-
I was telling Brian I made
little shelves.
I made a template for the front of my drawer boxes, and I take posters and I cut out posters and just tape them to the front, so it's not just white box.
I think it's another frustrating thing about like this hobby in general is we collect art. It's like, yeah, we read stories, but we also collect art. Like, how many covers do you have just because the art's nice?
Too many?
Right, too many. And then you go and you throw them in a box. And that's one of the things that you have to like separate yourself from, when it's like, what do I have here because I enjoyed reading it and like I want to have a run, like a goal, or do I just collect art and then it doesn't matter about having 1 through 400, I can just keep what I like.
Right.
See, I'm not like that, though. I don't really, like, unless the characters on the cover, I don't really, like, buy a lot of stuff for. I think the only cover I really own that's, like, for the art is that red chick I recently bought from you. That's just because she had horn nipples. Yeah, that's the only reason.
Weird indie. The Devil Chick? Or she just
Yeah.
Yeah. Weird, like, it was out of Carol's collection.
Okay.
Yeah, just weird.
That's the only reason. Other than that, like, I don't collect for, like, variants. Like, people are crazy with that. I was like, no, thank you.
But I mean, like, it's such a thing, you know, it's such a thing in the hobby. Your good girl art, bad girl art, cheesecake, whatever you want to call it. Like, there are entire fucking characters that exist solely on that. Tell me you read a good Vampirella story.
No, I've never read Vampiro. I'm not going to read that.
Yeah.
Shit.
But you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
how long has that character been around? Why has that character been around? Hot ass covers.
Well, that's like, Purgatory, yeah?
Yeah. Boy, you know, look at Dynamite's existence as a whole. Dynamite doesn't exist because it sells good stories. It exists because it sells 12 covers per issue.
Hey, they've moved into doing Disney stuff next to their scantily clad lady.
Yeah, and what's their MO? Good quality stories or 12 covers per issue?
Well, they've carried it through 100%.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
I haven't read any of them, so I can't say as far as quality goes.
But they're an art.
But you get them.
I won't besmirch their good name.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know you both did Gargoyles, right?
Still doing. It's not
No,
great.
yeah, I dropped
Oh,
that.
that was my next question. Was it
have
good?
I really have to drop that. It's not great.
I read
'Cause
a
think
couple issues and that was it.
they really pitched it as like a continuation from the show, and I think it stuck to that. And I think they're still kind of going on with it. But the problem is they have 8 titles, and then it's just like, hey, he's in jail now, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going on because there's 8 goddamn titles.
Well, the future just promises, upward and onward in quality. Harley Quinn and Elvira are going to have a crossover.
Oh, don't worry. Batman and Deadpool are having a crossover.
I'd rather read Harley and Elvira. Like, what is
such a
Batman going to
weird-
do crossing over with the guy who shoots the fuck out of people? I don't understand.
I don't understand the thinking.
At least when
behind it
Batman
either.
crossed over with the Punisher, it was John Paul Valley and it wasn't Bruce. So
Right,
it was
yeah.
it was Psycho Bat.
Other than like who's popular, and that's it. Yeah, I don't. Weird.
Weird comics are good. Yeah, I get the good ones. Jane Man, Gru, Read Gru. Trying to put that out there for people. It's good stuff.
If you say so.
He talks about cheese dip a lot. He has a
Ooh.
dog.
He's a
Just
dog.
saying.
Great.
Just saying.
Perfect. Did all your questions?
Yeah, that's all good. Thank
That
you
was
for
cool.
answering them.
No, yeah, absolutely. Thanks for coming to the table with some questions.
Listen, I
might steal some of those questions.
I was raised as if you get invited to someone's house, you bring cake or dessert. I always, we're always bringing stuff on Mondays when we play D&D, so I bring questions.
Okay.
You can't eat while you're talking.
D&D's potlucks are some of my favorite things in the world. Like the shit that shows up at that table. It's fucking nothing tops gummy shack heads.
Yeah. Shack heads are fruit or
Just put-
vegetables. You get your choose.
Check
Yeah.
heads, sponge.
Just put
Oh, okay.
sponge.
Don't say sponge. Say the other one at least. Say the what was the other one?
I don't remember. I just
No,
remember.
are you kidding? Sponge is the one you have to say because then there's 50 people out there going, "What the fuck is a sponge?"
Right, and I'm not going
Yeah,
to
but
tell you. You're
sponge,
going to have to find out on your own.
the other one was much better because it was that thicker crusted bread. They looked like the gummy hot dog one.
It's gummy shacks.
You know what I
man.
saw this weekend? I saw more of those
shacks.
gummy.
You get a Wawa.
I saw
You
more
get-
of those gummy bananas this week and I almost bought
Those
them.
peelers?
Yeah, those things are so. I put them back because I was gonna eat the whole bag in the car. I was like, let me not. Those things are fucking good.
All right, we got way off topic talking about
Sorry,
fucking
yeah,
candy.
yeah.
Flea market candy.
We've gone almost an hour, so I don't think we're going to get to talk about comics today, like any new stuff. But
No comics.
yeah, but there was good stuff. Well,
What
we
the hell
need to
did I
talk about
spend half
comics.
my afternoon reading for?
So you can talk about it today to real customers who come in the store.
Oh, listen, I read all the stuff I didn't want to read. I read the number ones for this. I didn't read the stuff I want to read.
All right, how about this? What was your favorite thing you read between last week and this week? Like, give me 2 that people should go read that you liked.
Oh, hold on. Where's the
I
list?
find all the issues now.
Where's the list? Let's see.
While you're looking, I will...
Well, hold on. I can answer one right away because from last week, the Straczynski Ghost Rider Galactus crossover was awesome. It had no right being as good as it was.
I feel that way about half of the Straczynski unlikely crossover books.
And the artwork was awesome. Wasn't just the writing? It was great. It was so great. I felt like Stan wrote it. Like the people yelling at each other in the street. Like Ghost Rider shows up. Thing is stopping a criminal in the street. Ghost Rider shows up, and this guy in the window is like, "Yo, Vinny, Ghost Rider just showed up. Hurry up, you're gonna miss it." Like it's just like regular people having interaction and stories. I love it. Spider-Man Incursion was good. Imperial, okay. Like Marvel event thing. This week, again, New Avengers. I didn't think I was gonna like that at all, and I loved it. Death of the Silver Surfer, no thanks. It was good, but Surfer's not my shit anyway. Umbrella Academy, the story continues, and I really liked Runaways. It was stupid, but I liked it. I liked it a lot. Just Doombots having personalities is fun.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So for me, last week I'm going to tell you two things. I'm going to tell you to read Imperial because I think it's much better than you made it seem out to be. I think it was a solid setting the base for a good event.
I mean, I
know.
I didn't dislike it.
Like I said, we're trying to be quick about it, but for me, it's like Game of Thrones and Marvel space is what's going on right now.
Yeah, there was great moments.
I thought it was a solid setup. I like the characterization of Rich Rider Nova in particular. I think he was a lot of fun.
Yep.
Don't read Marvel Knights: The World to Come. I thought it was garbage. It was bad. It was hard to follow. Time jumpy stuff. No thanks.
Did you find a level-headed Hulk in Imperial way more scary?
Yes, because it's this layer of rage burning underneath him, going okay, now what am I going to do to find the person that I need to murder?
Yeah, for some context, his son was murdered, and he has just got this coolness to him that a Hulk should not have.
Right, he didn't get mad and rage out. He has a single-minded I'm a torpedo. I'm going to find what the fuck killed my son, and I'm going to murder them. 100%. Yeah, a lot more menacing. From this week, best read I think was New Avengers 1, and that was surprised the shit out of me.
Right,
because this is New Avengers 1 that was Thunderbolts before they changed the title.
Right.
It's a Thunderbolts book with a New Avengers tag.
And man, if the Jackal showed up in Spider-Man for the 400th time, I would have been like, God damn, why are you here? But for the Jackal to show up in that... Yeah,
they're like, hey, don't tell Spider-Man.
Right. So for the Jackal to show up somewhere and be good and useful and oh, look, you can be a villain somewhere else.
And he's made probably the most scary thing he's ever made before.
Yeah.
He cloned the Illuminati.
Yeah.
So...
How about little Imperius Rex? Terrifying.
It's really weird looking.
Terrifying.
So yeah, go check that stuff out. Runaways was okay. Yeah, that's just so we cover some comics.
That's the abridged comic talk.
Do our due diligence and put that out there. But otherwise, I think we're done. You got anything else you want to throw out there, John?
I didn't read any of those. I've been reading a lot of Stokey.
Stoko?
Is that how you want to pronounce it?
That's how I go. Look,
Stucco. The bumpy walls?
Not the.
You read it like Braille. You just feel it.
I barely read with my eyes.
Stokoe.
I don't know how you would pronounce that.
I say Stoko, but I don't know.
We know who we're talking
until
about.
Someone says it with confidence in front of me in a different way. I won't know.
I'll read some Soko. Soko and Lime. Ooh,
I just recently changed the way I pronounce Tinian. I say Tinian now because.
I don't know if that's correct. Is that correct?
I say Tiny Onion.
Okay, but that's why.
That's why.
That's why, because he has a little publishing house called Tiny Onion.
But do you don't think that's just a little riff on his name?
But it is a riff on his name, so why wouldn't his name be pronounced Tinyan?
I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't talk to anybody about this anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I liked comics back in the 90s when we didn't give a fuck about people's names.
Well, you want to pronounce... Look, we all say it how we want to say it, right? But it's just is it right? Is it not? Who knows?
Yeah.
I think it only matters if you go, I don't know, if you go meet them and you say it wrong, you think they're going to correct you?
No.
Right?
Because they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
When I was 12, I didn't give a shit who drew it. I didn't give a shit who fucking wrote it. I just cared that Ghost Rider showed up in Spider-Man and it was fucking dope.
The purity of a child.
Yes. Yes.
All right. I think we're going to end it there then. So thanks for sticking around, listening to meeting John, our wonderful Saturday guy.
Thank you. Don't come say hi to me.
If you're local, come in, harass him.
Come in on a Saturday. He will be here. You could talk to him. He loves talking to people.
I'm like a machine on the boardwalk, though. Instead of quarters, you have to give me a Diet Coke, and I'll talk to you. That's the only thing.
Low price of admission, Diet Coke.
I was going to say, that's a pretty low price of admission for the entertainment value.
Yeah.
I would gladly give him a Diet Coke for semantics.
So, if you would like to send us any questions, like we didn't go over today...
send them. We won't talk about them at all or answer them. Hey, how many we got in the chamber?
We got a few now. We're starting to build them up, which is nice. I like having the safety net of something to talk about.
No, good.
I'm good. I'll send you 500. I'll make it.
So you can send us discussion topics. You can send us future book reviews. You could do that at thecomiccryptcast@gmail.com. Talking about book reviews, we're going to be going over Something is Killing the Children.
What?
Next time. Something. It's not good because it's killing children.
I think it's money.
Money is killing the children?
Yeah.
Kill me then.
Kill me with money.
Kill me with money.
You get beat over the head with those giant cartoon sacks of coins.
Yeah, great. It's just fucking a big bag of pennies. You can follow the store on Instagram and Facebook. Links will be in the show notes. Would you like to say the thing? We let people who don't usually come on the show.
He doesn't listen to the show.
You're like pointing at me like Bart, like say
Yeah,
the thing,
say the
Bart.
thing.
What thing?
The thing that we say at the end of the show.
I only listened to a few episodes.
See,
I don't know if I made it this far. Come give me money. Huh?
Perfect.
I like that one.
Yeah, perfect.
That's a
Buy,
great-
go with
buy
that.
product.
Fuck reading books. Come give us money.
Oh, okay. buy books here. Read them in the parking lot.
I like that
Then
tagline.
do whatever the fuck you want with them.
We're gonna put that on a t-shirt.
Read him in the parking lot. Then come back in and talk to us about it.
Go read your books.
We loading up the hearse, throw it in reverse. I come from the church of the Marvel Universe. Bodies getting stuffed in the bags like comics. The hardcore get it while the soft bitches vomit. I came to this earth on a radiated comet. Now the planet is in perilous danger because I'm on it. Fly super villain with the superpowers in me. Got the red issues and all my shit is minty. Body like Ben Grimm, suckers I be beating down. Look around and we be found chilling out in Eatontown. I be at the Comic Crypts stacking up the kryptonite. Doomsday and Superman every time I grip the mic. Dark Phoenix overloading, supernova sunspot exploding. I'm the Punisher reloading Bobby Drake when he's frozen. Storm forming ominous clouds over the ocean. Working with Professor X to master my emotion. Have you posing in the box whether you know it or not. I'll easily bag your bitch like Logan did to Scott. Mr. Sinister plots when I administer shots to clone Gene from a jeans. Then this shit'll get hot like Inferno. Burn slow, humans are ash. God loves man kills in the days of future past. Now I'm working on a science lesson. Me and Brian Stratton, a rat in a cage who can't stop buying X-Men.
Like a flower